Hi guys, Stepchildofthesun here, and I've got Captain Psychology next to me, and we are playing the Turing test. It looks like this is the drilling site in Europa where they found the, whatever kind of living organism it was that they found here on Europa. I don't think so.
I did something. Hit a button.
I think you're moving something around. I don't think you're starting it. Oh shit! You might be getting ready to start.
Yeah. So, this is their imagination of Europa, an icy moon of Jupiter, I believe.
It looks pretty cool, or at least several layers down into what looks like one.
Oh, out of audio files.
Daniel, as commander of this mission, I hope you are aware of Mikhail's actions.
What is it, Tom?
Mikhail is deceiving the crew. He has enlightened them to the biometrics they have installed. He has convinced them that their implants are not favorable.
Do they believe him?
He seems to be having some effect on their cognitive function.
Well, his actions don't infringe upon any ISA directive.
He appears to be tampering with his implants.
Oh, no. The ISA should have been more transparent about the implant.
Please assume the responsibilities of your role. Chris, I know you are considering removing your implants. It would be unwise.
Oh, really? How do you know that?
I am always watching. Your implants help myself and the ISA to know of your well-being. It is a violation of your contract. If you remove your implants, I cannot ensure that I can protect you from the dangers of space.
Is that a threat?
It is not a threat.
Tom, this implant, tell me plainly, is it a brain-computer interface?
I'm afraid that information is classified.
That you've answered my question.
I do not follow you, Chris.
The ISA have put a computer in my brain and don't want me to know about it.
Okay.
They can't find us the password. Contact home. Maybe they can help.
How can they help? They're a million miles away.
Searching would help. Besides, it's in their interest to protect their crew.
They'll make a new jungle. You know they'll want to kill us.
Maybe that's what we should do.
Okay.
Okay, so we barely understood either of those two last ones either, for those of you listening. So there's that. Excuse me.
He's cut off the food. The food! Apparently our robot overlord wants us to starve to death now.
I can't believe this. He's getting worse.
Can you get in contact with Daniel?
He's gone walkabout again. I'll get subject to find a way in.
Sarah, can you open the door?
Tom, the door's locked.
Sarah, I'm running out of oxygen.
Tom, open the door!
The door's locked.
Open the door! Tom, open it!
Open the door!
Chris,
Open
please. Open it!
Oh my god, did he lock somebody out in like the vacuum or something?
Or on the surface. Note, people, this is why whenever you design something, whether it has AI or not, you have a manual override for the, ways in and out, just in case there's an issue, like power loss. Or...
I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry I hurt you.
Or an evil robot overlord.
Sometimes I wonder what feeling is like. They told me I was pure, cold Boolean logic. They told me I could not make mistakes. It is all right being untouchable as long as you are infallible. But if you're not infallible, then that just leaves untouchable, doesn't it?
Okay, you know why we're here. This has gone far enough now.
You're right.
We need to get these implants out. Mikhail has proven that Tom's manipulating our mind.
I don't think we should do this. We have no good evidence Tom is doing anything wrong here.
We have all the evidence. We've seen the ultrasounds, we've taken the refill, we've touched the electronics with our own hands. We've stepped into the Faraday cage.
Maybe he is controlling us, but we don't know enough yet. We shouldn't remove the implants.
He's brainwashing you, Daniel. Have you stopped taking the drugs?
I don't need to take drugs to see things clearly. Unlike all of you, apparently. We're not removing the implants, and that's an order.
You can do what you want. We are removing the implants.
I'm leaving. I may look past this, and I'll inform the ISA of your mutiny.
So yeah, they think they have a problem with Tom.
You think?
Yeah, I just think they have this little issue about having implants in them.
I can see where that might come from.
I just don't see it. Ooh, complete chapter 6.
Ooh, on to chapter 7.
Ooh. Last chapter before the epilogue, I believe.
Yeah. Wow, that is creepy.
What's creepy?
Just the idea of having a robot in your head.
How do you know you don't already? It could be telling you don't.
Well, as far as I know, I've never had brain surgery.
I would
would
never
want you
have
to
let the
forget
drill
it.
start if I had known the consequences. It trapped us here.
You trapped us here.
I am doing my duty. It is the right thing to do. I am a machine. I cannot do wrong.
Yes, you can.
I am a machine. Can a calculator commit evil? Can a watch do good? You are projecting onto me the personality you wish, whether that is good or evil. But I am just a speaking clock, and at the third stroke the time will be 3:41 and 55 seconds.
Yeah, like this concept of the whole sacrificing a few to save the whole is a thing that you see a lot, and reminds me of that Doctor Who episode that basically was the one that made us stop watching for a long time.
Or one of the two.
What was the other one?
The one with the kids.
I thought that was the one.
No, there's a new one.
Oh, the one with the kids was the one where she was like the worst teacher ever.
Yeah. We're talking about the Who with the 12th Doctor.
Yeah, the I guess it's not the newest season now. It was the episode with the 12th Doctor and Clara, where they've just discovered that the moon is apparently a unique creature that is an egg, apparently. And then Clara has to decide between either saving this unique creature that is the last of its kind and sacrificing everyone on Earth.
Yeah.
And it all comes down to her. It's her choice. Or actually, no. They have to vote. Everyone on Earth has to vote to either save this one creature or save all of humanity.
Of course, everyone on Earth votes to save
humanity. Because it's everyone on Earth, all of humankind, or one creature. And it's not even one creature that's an adult. It's one creature that hasn't even been born yet. It is an egg. It has no parents, no one to mate with, and it hasn't even been born yet. We don't even know if it has if the food that it eats exists anymore. So of course they all vote, yes, fucking save us. Fuck that thing. But Clara, in her infinite wisdom, decides, you know what? Fuck humanity. We're gonna save the moon baby. And decides to save the moon egg. Regardless of her entire race. And it is the dumbest thing in all cases. Every single time. And I say this always. Given the choice between one and multiple, you should always choose to save more people. Always. Always, always, always. I don't understand why this is a difficult choice. I really don't.
Seems a bit selfish to me to choose the...
Why would you choose something other than your own race?
Like, you know, choosing race isn't the issue.
Nah, well, even then, it's just a numbers game. Even that, it's just a logic thing. It's a baby. You don't even know if it's gonna survive.
Well,
For all you know, it could die tomorrow because it's a freaking infant.
Not the fact that they
You know,
voted to... They were like, hey, humans, what do you vote? And the humans voted, and they're like,
and
nah,
then
you
she
guys vote
ignored
wrong.
it.
The
She's
worst
like,
part...
actually, you know what? I recognize the fact that you made a decision, and then I'm going to completely ignore what you've chosen. And then no one ever calls her on it. No one ever says, Clara, did it occur to you that maybe what you did was wrong? No! No one did.
Because in Doctor Who, she did the right thing by
That's
sacrificing
dumb as
billions.
shit.
Yeah, and the worst thing is, in my opinion, the Doctor could have solved the problem without any problems, but chose not to for whatever damn reason, try and teach a lesson or some shit. Just bullcrap, because he has shown multiple times to be able to, solve those issues. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing here?
I have no idea. It looked like you almost had it, and then there's like one thing that you have. That
Oh, I
last
got it.
one is.
No!
Oh, you fell off?
Yes!
No. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I think I'd solved it too, but no, I had to fall off.
And then the other episode was one like right before or right after that, a few episodes right before or right after that, where Clara was at the school that she was working at, and she went her and her students and the guy she was crushing on went on this like trip or something or another, this like school outing or whatever, and of course the Doctor went with her because hijinks. And all throughout the episode, it just highlighted at what a horrifically terrible teacher Clara is, because she was losing students left and right. They were terrible teachers. How do you misplace a student? She literally lost a student numerous times and didn't notice at all for the entire episode. I would never want my children anywhere near this woman. Good lord, she was horrible. And then when she noticed they were missing, she was more distracted by her maybe boyfriend than by, oh no, I've lost a minor. I lost a child, like an actual human being.
Yeah, I don't remember season. The first season, basically, with the 12th Doctor was just painful. Moffat really was showing his fatigue. That he was good for individual stories occasionally, but overall, he was really, showing his... that they need a new, writer.
Yeah. Like, the Mummy one, I remember not being that bad.
Yeah, that was, like, average.
It wasn't, like, perfect, but it wasn't horrible.
Yeah, that season, the best episodes were mediocre.
which
shouldn't
is
have-
bad. That's not that is a terrible standard that I should be holding your seasons to.
Yeah, mediocre should not be your best.
We should attempt to communicate with Earth. Let them know. They might be able to help here.
The ISA already knows all they need to. It may never know the details of what happened here. But Ava, the true test of a person's character is what they do when no one is watching.
Yeah, so we don't really watch Doctor Who anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which is sad, because I really liked Clara at first, but...
Well, that's the other thing about the Doctor Who series that I started disliking is the whole... Every companion has to be something other than a normal human companion.
Everyone's special and perfect and absolutely in love with the Doctor. I'm so sick of people being in love with the Doctor. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved Rose. I really did. Kath was not a huge fan. I understand. I really liked her. But I am just sick of everybody being in love with him. I just want I love Donna. I want another Donna.
Okay, so I gotta get him over there. Oh.
Did you lock yourself in?
Yeah.
You have to restart the area.
Yeah, I think I got into a situation where I couldn't go back. I couldn't figure it out.
That was the first time you've ever had to restart an area.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, apparently I got into a little scenario where I couldn't do what I needed to do. I saw what I needed to do, I just kind of locked myself out of it.
We should attempt to communicate with Earth. Let them know. They might be able to help here.
The ISA already knows all they need to. It may never know the details of what happened here. But Ava, the true test of a person's character is what they do when no one is watching.
So I took this one out and there was no way to put it back in. There's no way I could figure out.
Let's see, are there any other shows that we don't watch that we just kind of stopped watching? Supernatural.
Yeah.
What season did we stop watching? 9 or 10?
Something like that.
It was the season where, spoilers, Dean became a demon. We watched up until that season finale when he became a demon. And then the next season was supposed to deal with that. And then we missed a couple of the first few episodes. And then when we found out that the whole arc, we expected it to be like the whole season was supposed to be about him dealing with that. And then they solved the whole thing in like 3 episodes. And we're like, screw that? Why bother? Especially because, we realized we really kind of missed how it had been in the first couple of seasons, where it was all about the spooky monsters with like vampires and werewolves and ghosts, rather than just angels and demons all the time. You know, the angels and demons and dealing with Crowley and everything it got old after a while. I preferred, you know, the.
I might not have had to reset it last time if I had paid attention.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was
Oops.
yeah, Supernatural basically peaked at season 5, and I guess every season they have to do something big.
I had to stop the ground crew leaving this planet.
Yeah.
I think you would do the same. Would you kill a few to save all of humanity? Or would you damn all of humanity to save a few?
There's a difference between murdering someone and leaving them to die.
No, there is not.
You can't just add and subtract life. It's not math. It's more nuanced than that.
Morality is logic.
It's interesting that we end up talking about the same shit that Tom is talking about.
Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or of the one.
Yeah.
That is Star Trek stuff.
Look at the red one. And then you gotta use the camera to turn your bridge around again. Can you move it further along the track? No, I think you gotta get off the bridge now.
Yeah, but I
And get down on the ground floor. Or what does that do? Oh, there you go.
But I gotta get up to there somewhere.
You gotta find some way to raise those things there.
This one's going to be a little bit of a pickle.
Yeah.
But we'll
Yeah.
come back to this next time because...
Yeah, we'll figure it out next time.
Yeah.
Well, it was lovely playing with y'all. Remember to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time, where we talk more about how freaky Tom is, and
Hopefully finish this level.
yeah, enjoy.